Hey guys, it's Lady Rita Show here, and welcome to day 8 of our 30-day video game challenge. So day 8 is now upon us, and our challenge up for today is the best soundtrack. What video game makes you want to sing to it every time you play to it? Or at least that's how I see it in my eyes. So immediately, I thought of which games I could choose from, and then the one game that I choose from that no matter how many times I play through it, no matter how many hours I clock into it, I will constantly listen to the soundtrack to this game, and that is Persona 3! Or Persona 3 FES, considering I've only played FES, and I haven't played the original Persona 3 and the PSP version. Still getting on to that. But anyways, so I chose Persona 3, and why? Because it's freaking awesome. Every time the soundtrack kicks on, I'm immediately into it. And I'm kind of going with more nostalgic purposes as well, considering Persona 3 was my first Persona game before I played 4 and 4 Arena. So 4 and 4 Arena, they still have great soundtracks. I feel like the Persona games in general have kind of that element to them. They have very, very much great soundtracks. Still haven't played 2, still haven't played the very original Persona game, but that is on my list of things to do eventually in my life. So, yes, so for those who I don't know how to describe it. It's just that each song has like a mood to it. I try my best to describe it how the soundtrack feels for me. It's like every time I listen to the soundtrack, like great example, when you get into your very first battle, battle in the beginning of the game, the battle music kicks on, it's like yeah, and then it's just like it pumps you up, and you're like, oh man, I'm ready to like kick some shit in and take names and stuff like that. But then you get to like the slow and sad parts, or the slow and eerie parts, and it's like very discomforting, or at least I am very uncomfortable during those moments. Like there were times towards the end of the game when I would enter into areas and like the music would slow down. It wasn't as hype and alive as it was in the beginning, and the soundtrack just slowly like dies down. The only soundtrack that stays constant through the game, no matter what day you're in, is the Velvet Room, but that's obviously why. But yeah, so I see it as like a more emotional kind of thing, where like it gets you pumped when you need to get pumped. It gets you, and of course like the beginning where it's like, I will burn my dread, with my terrible singing, I'm sorry, but like as soon as that part kicks on, I'm immediately like into everything. I'm just there, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to kick some ass in Persona. So yes, so Persona 3, favorite soundtrack. As far as I understand, between Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES, I think there's like 100 tracks or something of different music and stuff. It's kind of awesome. But anyways, so Persona 3 soundtrack, that is my favorite soundtrack of the game. What is your favorite soundtrack? And you guys know the drill by now. Comment below what is your favorite, and I'll see you guys in day number 9. So have an awesome sauce of a day, guys. See you soon.